I'm hoping to find out if I can upload videos longer than 4 minutes and some change, and I might be able to. I just found some sort of Wi-Fi that was in the area that I could hook up to, so this is more or less going to be a test video, at least in terms of minutes, how many minutes that I can actually upload. And it's going to be a continuation of the series that we were talking about. Try not to rush or anything, because hopefully I've got more time, which will let me be able to relax a little bit and explain some of this to you guys probably a lot better. Well, you know, the Bible continually talks about these birds of heaven, and in Revelation it talks about these birds of heaven that are called to this great sacrifice. That great sacrifice is that fire that you continually see in Revelation, all the way from within the trumpets, within the seals. It's the same thing. It's this fire that's going to be prepared. That fire is the sacrifice. And hopefully, if I got more time, I will talk about Revelation and show you that all of that is mounting up to Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. I'm going to try to do it in a real simplistic manner. I'm going to try. Anyway, the Bible talks about these birds of heaven that are called to the sacrifice. All right, once again, here's a depiction of one of these ancient mighty men. This is an Assyrian depiction, which is very interesting because in the book of Daniel, it refers to the Antichrist as the Assyrian. And the Assyrians in ancient times were known as Asher, or at least within the Bible, Asher is Assyria or Assyrians, which will connect us directly back to these wild asses, Ashur, Ashtoreth, ass, donkey, the Don key, which is what you're really looking at. Don is reverse from Nod, where the book of Genesis clarifies that Cain goes to the land of Nod after he slays Abel. Well, the land of Nod is where the civilization of this fallen descendancy of the sons of God was. He goes to that civilization. There he takes a wife. There's already a woman there waiting for him. The Bible tell you that. So the code, at least from Job chapter 24 and even throughout the Bible, for these descendants is also donkeys or wild asses. So the donkey is the Nod key. It's the genetic key. It's Dan. These are basically the keystones in which the elite view as their way to discover immortality, to discover this demigod-like materialistic life while you're in the flesh. And these guys lead them on, you know, the whole time, because they're in on this and they knew full well what they were going to do when they first took this oath to do this, and they're deceiving the very elites. So anyway, the Bible says that it talks about these birds of heaven. So in Revelation, it's the birds of heaven that are called to the feast. Okay, once again, another depiction, this ancient Babylonian, Sumerian, Assyrian, it's all the same thing, just called different names. But the basic root of what you're looking at is Ishtar. And notice, once again, the bird symbolism, even the owls there. Now, we've already shown that this was a fulfillment of Ezekiel chapter 19, where we have the Queen of Heaven there being referred, is taking for herself 2 young lions, and she trains them to be man-eaters, basically. And what she's doing is she's taking these sons of God from the original sons of God before they rebelled, and she is tempting them. So this feminine occult temptress, which is this knowledge that they're being tempted with, pulled away from the singular path, the straight and narrow. So there's a bird of heaven. Notice she's got what looks to be that classic witch's hat. Well, this is our original witch right here. This is where the legend and the lore, the myth of the hat, the pointy hat comes from, and then it's definitely absolutely connected to this rising rod that is supposed to come from their heads, which makes them illuminated, no doubt. So there's your birds of heaven. It's these ancient Anunnaki gods and demigods right there. Okay, basically, since that was a test upload and I've gone over the 4-minute mark, I'm going to upload this, and I'll probably erase it after a little while. I was just talking, but I'm trying to see if I can upload more minutes. If I can, I'm going to try to do another video tonight that will be a lot longer. I'll be back.